Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live.
Habari Live.
From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast, the show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmi, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Habari Live, where we keep you updated to the news, sports, and entertainment throughout the week. Like always, we're all the way live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get it going. Yeah, man, another great week. Today we have a special guest in the house, owner of S.E.E.D Philanthropy, Atllas Hopkins. He is architecture, and he's also into he's a leader of the Kairos 164 retreat. Is that something you still do?
No, that was back in high school.
Oh, okay. So this is something that these are things that you did. You were president of the Black Student Union, varsity 2-time state and regional competing track athlete, member of the Brophy Advocacy Club, AP photograph student, ignition encounter, retreat leader, maintain a GPA of 3.6 and on-campus leader. Man, it's a lot, bro.
Thank you.
And I want my nephew to listen to what this man is doing. I knew he was gonna be like, whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? You need to look up the cats like this, man. You know what I'm saying? And now he's running his own philanthropy.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about S.E.E.D, man, and what you're doing.
So S.E.E.D Philanthropy stands for Students Engaged in Ethical Donations. It's the world's first all-Black youth philanthropic group.
Okay.
So we're a group comprised of students, 16 to 21 years old. So I'm on the precipice of being out of the organization as a member. And we do a lot of community service. Every summer we host either a hygiene supply drive or a back to school supply drive.
Okay.
And we donated to, inner city schools. Like we partnered with the Wilson School District 2 years ago. Just last year we partnered with Boys Hope Girls Hope, which is like a like a group home. And it's for students. And so this year we'll probably do a mix of both of them opposed to just doing one and one.
Wow.
But outside of that, our main thing is a philanthropy. So we do a lot of fundraising and we raise money and we give out grants to other nonprofits throughout the valley that serve or support, inner city kids locally.
Wow. That is amazing, bro.
Thank you.
That is amazing. And you are, your pops Lloyd, he came on and he said that you were gonna that he was gonna help us to get you on.
Yeah.
And I was just really just hear him talking about you. He was so excited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know he's very proud of you and everything, man. And talk a little bit about, following his footsteps and some of the things that he's taught you coming up and everything.
Man, so both my parents, my mom and dad, they're my best friends, my role models, my mentors as well. And I wasn't always as open-minded as I am today. I was very hard-headed as a little kid. I got in trouble a lot in school.
Mm-hmm.
And they still gave me that unconditional love and they still supported me. Showed out to all my extracurricular events. So they've always been really the foundation of whatever me and my sister did. And I always give them full credit for everything.
That's dope.
As far as my dad goes, though, it's a little bit annoying because nowadays all I hear is, "Oh, you sound just like your dad. You look like him. Oh, you have a nonprofit just like your dad." So I can't escape it. But again, it's just like, he's just always he's just always been that driving force. Like we are very similar. We are very alike, and we have a lot of the same passions and hobbies even. And so it's always been a good feeling just to know I have someone like that in my life, someone who I know I can go to for practical advice or professional advice. And the really big thing that I like about our relationship is that he never forced me to do anything. He didn't force me to do architecture. He didn't force me to do S.E.E.D Philanthropy. He didn't force me to be president and vice president of my fraternity. He didn't force me to do any of that stuff. They encouraged me, and they supported me, but they let me choose my own path. And luckily, it's worked out great.
Man, and that's really exciting, man. It's hard, bro, because I try not to be tough on my nephew, but I want him to succeed and be successful. You know, you want to support what they're trying to do and what he's trying to do. But sometimes you don't, like what would you say would be what your goals are right now, Jimmy? If you had did you or do you have any goals set to put you on the spot?
To graduate, of course, that's a
Right.
big one.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna you know what I mean, branch out, do my own thing.
But see, those are the things that you gotta think about. What's branch out and do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to start putting those things in order and thinking about them. It's hard, bro, because not everybody, and he came out here later, so I wasn't able to guide him at a younger age. It's tough, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to help him, you know what I mean? So I know how tough it is, bro. But I want him to get with people like you, man, for him to learn some different ways of getting things going forward. And that's why I wanted you to come in, man, because inspirations and who you talk to and who you be around is a big part of how you get into the future and how
Right.
you grow into a man. Now, I see you guys. You were working on planning. What were you guys working on?
Yeah,
Fields?
so we frequently we partner with Tiger Mountain Lily Foundation. So they're a community garden. They have about like an acre of land out here,
Okay, okay.
and it's fully developed. But they actually grow and sell, crops or vegetables or whatever at like
Wow.
farmers markets and all that. And
Right.
so they bring in volunteers. You're helping like either pick or harvest, or you're helping like plant things and dig ditches. So you get a little down and dirty. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we're frequent collaborators with them.
That's dope, man. And you guys go out there and you do that. And it's to help. What are you guys doing? What is that doing? Helping people to learn how to garden, or
Yeah, and also, it's a Black owned organization as well. So we try to
mm-hmm.
focus on supporting Black owned
Definitely.
nonprofits.
Yeah.
And what they've really done well at is being able to branch out and expand, and also again provide the educational aspect
Mm-hmm.
towards it. So you're
Yeah.
actually learning, the process of growing your own food and being self sustainable, and actually using those skills that nowadays are kind of lost.
That's definitely. I don't want to plant anything.
Yeah, yeah.
It's tough, man. I can't grow nothing, bro. So I grow it, it dies. So I want to try to figure out how to do those things too, man. And
So does Iesha.
yeah, she's a murderer also. I'm not
Hey,
gonna lie.
I'm not
Every
a
plant in the
murderer.
house.
That's not true. I still got one that's
One
thriving,
left. One
and it's got
last
3
man left.
new leaves coming in on it now. How y'all feel?
We started off with like 15 plants.
Right.
But all you got is one. All you
That's
need is that
one
one.
That's
left.
all you need is that one
Yeah,
left
I
to
need that one.
survive.
Hey.
Yeah, I
So
like a plague.
so what you think about when you listen to your pops raps and things when you were little? You was like, man, my pops got whack bars.
So
how did you think about it being a kid looking up to him?
So very hip hop heavy family. And I would always ride around with him. And so at the time, it was like early 2000s,
Mhm.
early 2010s. So I was listening to always like rappers like Jay-Z, like Lil Wayne and
Mhm.
whoever it is. And I wouldn't like it. I didn't like it. I like the young sound. I didn't
Right.
like Jay-Z telling me about flipping bricks. I didn't get it. So I really
Right.
didn't like it. All of it went over my head. But as I started to grow up, I started actually appreciating it. And really like my favorite genre of rap now is really that boom bap kind of, Dipset, early 2000s,
Mhm. Yeah,
early
yeah.
or late 1990s.
Mhm.
So it's been a weird transition to me and him. We talk about it all the time, but him personally, outside the fact that his rap name was my name,
Right.
that's the main reason why I liked him when I was younger.
Yeah.
But now that I'm actually like older and I'm listening, I can actually like process, understand
What
lyrics,
he's saying, yeah.
and I can hear and like I'm hearing him narrate certain things about his life or our life.
Mhm.
And it's just really cool to reminisce about that. And yeah, and he did have some dope bars. I
Yeah.
won't say it to his
He was
face.
cool,
He
man.
was a little nice.
He was nice, man.
But Unc, on the other hand,
Whatever, dog.
And so it's just really cool just seeing, you know, like, because I always heard stories, and when he was still rapping and doing his thing, I was really young, so a lot of it was there's very minimal firsthand experience, but
Yeah.
like it's really like cool seeing the fact that he started off as this, and he found made a name for himself in this
Mhm.
aspect, in this atmosphere, and
Yeah.
he did a full like transition
Yeah.
to where he's was like 2 weeks ago. He took a picture with the mayor. I'm like, what are you doing with the mayor?
Right.
Where did this come from?
He's a very successful
Yeah.
businessman.
And the thing is, like, he was able to apply that to multiple different, crafts. The nonprofit world, the rap world,
Right.
and so outside of actually enjoying the music, it's just really cool being able to reminisce and be like, that's my dad. Like, that's pretty dope. So
yeah, man. His story. That's why I like talking about him, because he's so dope, man. We don't have to do, but because when we came up, me and your pops in that era, we didn't think we can be people like you. We didn't think we can be architects. You know what I mean? We didn't think we had that avenue. You know what I mean? So we took the same avenues that everybody took to try to get out the hood. You know what I mean? We took the music. That's what we liked. He was really successful at it, though. And to be that successful and then have to turn around and be successful at something else, to me, proves that it doesn't have to be rap. We can be successful in whatever we put our minds to, because we just have that in us. I mean, he had that in him,
right,
that go-getter. You know what I mean? That mentality that I'm gonna get it done.
right.
And he's gonna be successful in whatever he does, because he just has it. And some people, they don't. Some
Yeah.
people do, and
Yeah.
he's one of them that does. That he does it, man. So, what do you see in the future of Seeds? What do you see? Since you said you can't be a part of the group, but you are the owner, though, right?
Yeah.
But
So
you can't be a part of the
actual membership.
Okay.
Yeah, just because I'll be past the age requirements. So
And what's the requirements again?
So we're students from ages 16 to 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so really the future of it is, I kind of already got past the first hump of doing an organization or a nonprofit, and that's just starting it.
Mm-hmm.
And so while we do have big goals and big ambitions, honestly, we got enough support and enough funding and enough just going on for us to where, end of the day, our main focus and our biggest achievement would just be longevity. Like in 5 years, all I want to know is that S.E.E.D is still around, giving out donations.
Wow.
They're still volunteering, and they still have a presence in the community. That's really it. Like, all the other stuff, like, we could branch out to other states, or, we could have 100 members or 15 members, doesn't matter. Like,
Right.
all that's cool. But really, I just want to make sure that what I've created, what we created, and what we established, last and isn't just a temporary thing, because it's not supposed to be.
That's dope. And that's what it's about, man. Because, I mean, if our problem is consistency. A lot of people start a lot of things, man, but they don't stay around. You know what I mean? You want things to be there.
Right.
And to help the next generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To the next you. So what type of houses are you doing in architecture, man?
Now,
what's your style that you like doing?
So I interned for a luxury architecture firm
Wow.
out in Scottsdale, and I've been there for 3 years now.
Okay.
But as far as my own personal style, so I like, which is complete 180 from what I actually work in. But
Mhm.
one of my goals is to, revitalize and reimagine the idea of affordable housing and sustainable housing. So I want to, because even though I grew up very fortunate and blessed, a lot of my family didn't, or a lot of people who I grew up around didn't.
Most
And
definitely.
so, I was around the ghettos or the hood or
Mhm.
whatever you may call it.
Yeah.
And I saw those living conditions. And
Right.
those are conditions that no matter what your background is, where you come from, who you know,
Mhm.
no one deserves to live there.
That's
Or
real.
live, in an environment like that. And
Mhm.
so really one of my main goals is to make, affordable housing, because that's all it is. All it is just affordable
Yep.
housing. But is make those infrastructures more desirable and add that luxury feel to
Mhm.
it,
Mhm.
to where most people are preferring to live sustainably and affordably, opposed to, you know, buying some expensive tiny home just for the sake of having an expensive tiny home.
That's real.
And so, okay, go ahead.
That's real. I agree. I mean, I think if we can figure out a cheap way to build homes in our neighborhoods and put our people toward ownership, I think that'll take us, because that's a big problem, man.
Yeah. And it's only growing exponentially. I mean, as inflation goes up, and
Mm-hmm.
not everyone is being provided the opportunity to like buy a house or afford a home, or
That's
even
real.
be employed to have a job that can actually afford a mortgage or even rent in some areas.
That's real.
And when you think about redlining, and like, these are all things that I researched when I was in high
Mm-hmm.
school and looking
Mm-hmm.
into. And there's a whole bunch of actors and roles that are being played that kind of prevent, especially our community, from
Yeah.
developing in that aspect. And so,
That's real.
really figuring out a way to make housing more accessible, from
Mm-hmm.
construction all the way up to actually purchasing and living there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be revolutionary. Just even outside of our community, just for the world, because
Yeah.
there's going to be more people that come on the world.
Definitely.
Like population going to increase every day, essentially. And
Yeah.
so, it's important that we have a quick and easy solution to, I guess, mitigate or be able to provide enough space and room for everyone that's coming in.
And it has to be affordable. I mean,
Yeah.
we just have to have affordable housing that people can get into.
Yeah.
And that the normal person can afford.
Right.
People, man, I'm looking. My guy, he's trying to get an apartment I work with, and he's looking at 1 bedrooms at our old place, Palisades.
$1,200.
$1,500 for a 1 bedroom.
Oof.
One. I say, man, these people losing. They losing their mind, man. A person can't afford that anymore.
Yeah.
1 bedroom?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, man. What is it? What are these people doing?
So that means the 2 bedrooms must be going for 18, 19.
18, 19, like almost 2,000. They went up to $2,000 now. When we first got there, what we paid
Our base rent was 15.
was 15 for the 2 bedroom. Now they didn't put that as the 1 bedroom.
I'm not going to say who it is, but there's somebody I know that's back home.
Mm-hmm.
And it just shows how much the cost of living is cheaper, because they have a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, and they only pay $750.
Well, what you saying back home? You talking about Illinois?
Yeah.
Well, nobody want to look at that.
But still, it's just like a complete.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Illinois is, it's definitely a place that has I remember back in the day when I lived, I played for a trailer. It had 2 bedrooms. I think I paid $225 a month for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how cheap it is back there. Like, it's cheap. You can get, but nobody want to live in Southern Illinois. There's nothing there. There's no mountains and sunshine. You know what I mean? It costs here because people want to be here. It's something to see. It's something to look at.
It's desirable.
You know what I'm saying? It's desirable.
There's always things to do too.
Right. It's,
But
Illinois sucks.
I do got a question. Since you do architecture, what are your thoughts on the newest technology that they're coming out with the 3D printing of homes and using technology to sustain homes or to keep them from falling or collapsing during earthquakes?
Right. So I think there's a lot of great technological advancements. I think the 3D printing, the houses for the materials, because I've seen like videos of that going on. So I don't know too much of it besides those videos, but I think that those are people who are creating the solutions that we need.
Yeah.
As far as the science behind it goes, I don't know how durable it is or how preventative it is from natural disasters, but those are kind of things that I want to work in and I want to do or want to innovate.
Right.
Because it's important, because the reason why I want to work with affordable housing or sustainability is because we can't keep stealing from the earth. We can't keep taking resources. We can't keep polluting it. We can't, we have to take care of it. And so the solution to take care of that is, yes, while we do have this growing housing crisis with a growing population,
right,
we're going to, and we're building more infrastructure is inevitable,
right,
but it's just important that it's our responsibility, that whenever we are building more things or constructing more things, we're taking into account the environment. We're taking into account these different sustainable practices, like 3D printing, walls and facades and things like that. And as far as things for I forget what the term is, but like preparing for natural disasters, that's also very important. So one thing that I've been experimenting with is the idea of these things they're called the soldier shelters.
Okay.
And so it's in my architecture portfolio. And so what it is it'll be a lifelong journey for me, but that's what that's my proposed solution to, the housing crisis, sustainability and all that. So what it is that it's a shelter that can be, constructed. And so ideally it can be constructed anywhere, any climate, any kind of terrain, any environment, and it'll be earthquake proof, like tsunami proof, flood proof. So really just solve all those issues and really can be places anywhere and everywhere in a time of crisis. Without, again, just stealing from the earth and really taking advantage of, what's been provided to us to live on.
Yeah, because we're not doing a good job of keeping our resources, of making sure that we're recycling our resources, making sure that we're regrowing our resources, making sure that certain resources aren't used. We just using them until they're gone. And the natives, all the people, they would tell us that this is not sustainable. And we haven't listened to them for 100 years. And we just keep fishing all the fish, keep doing it until it's gone. It's greed, it's ignorance, and we're going to pay the price for it. They've already coming up with different things, though, because we know we're not going to have the land to be able to sustain the meat that we need. So we're going to have to figure out different things. We're going to have to figure out plant-based things to get more proteins, unfortunately, because we're not going to be able to sustain the meat on the land that we have. We're not going to be able to do this. And we keep eating more and more animals. We can't do that. We have to switch it up. We're going to have to change some things fast. Say what? But yeah, man, we've got to switch up our resources on how we getting our power. And we was watching a little bit about that this morning in Texas. They're having kind of a renaissance when it comes to wind power. They're using a lot more wind power and renewable energies. You know, because most of the powers that have all the that gave them the issues when they had issues a couple of years ago was because of the natural gas. That's the ones that went down. That's the grid that has the problem. You know, do something about that. Switch it up. Let's get it updated to the new technologies that we have today that will make it better and more efficient. You know what I mean? And less toxic to the people, because natural gas and all these gases obviously is giving us cancers and all type stuff that we could avoid if we wasn't doing this. So before we go to a quick break, man, name some of your favorite architects.
Somebody said, sorry.
Go ahead.
David said, and this was a little while ago, but David said he's watching from Cedar Hill. He said, that's right, Joe.
What's up, David?
And he said, home ownership is the cornerstone. Home ownership is the cornerstone. Is a strong community.
Yeah, man. It is.
Somebody said, shouts out from Oregon.
Shouts out to Morgan.
Shouts out from Oregon.
Oh, from Oregon. Okay. What's up, Oregon? What's up? But I need to get go up to Oregon one of these days. It's beautiful. Just take a little vacation and see some green up there, man, and just get away from this desert for a couple of weeks. That'd be dope.
You can see some green in Colorado.
Yeah, man, but Colorado's cold.
No, I ain't talking about the trees.
Oh, well, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta give me a drum for that one. You gotta give me
the little sound.
Come on now.
Oh man. So
this is the nephew reading.
We got you like Frank Lloyd?
Yeah. So one big thing for me is that my end goal is to be one of the greatest to ever do it when it comes to architecture. Mm-hmm. And I want to do that, again, in the lens and in the realm of sustainability. And so in terms of top 3 favorite architects, number 1 is going to be me.
Okay.
Put myself up there.
Okay.
And definitely too, Frank Lloyd Wright. I mean, he does have some great work, and especially being an Arizona native,
you see his style and you see his stuff everywhere. So
that's all you hear. He has streets named after him, man. and so I see him as competition when
right.
My time is not here yet, but it's coming.
Right.
So
and as you can see, architecture lives forever, man.
Yeah,
and he pretty much built this city, so people he's the man. And even though I think he was pretty racist, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be remembered forever because he built a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? So,
oh, my fault. This is Will.
Oh, that's Will?
Yeah.
What up, Will?
He said, is this the nephew reading? He said, it's Will. I helped the show before I moved up.
What's up with a G? Man, I hope you're doing well, man. Glad you're tuning in, man. That's my guy. I used to work with him, man. He moved up to Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice dude, man. Hope you being careful, bro, on those that unicycle. He be riding a motorized unicycle, bro. A black dude.
Wow.
That's my dude.
So we're gonna do the next Liberty commercial.
I guess, man. That show was over. That made me think when he went right over the edge. That's what he said. He fell in front of some old people in front of some Asian people the other day. So
Will said, "Hell no." He's already 40 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness, man, that's crazy, man. I saw those things. I'm like, nah, that's definitely not for me, bro. I'm gonna leave that up to Will. Yeah, man. So we got. Let's go. Let's take a quick break, my brother. And we'll come back with Atllas Hopkins here.
Yes, sir.
We should play some outro.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News. with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment. A race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back. We got Mr. Atlas Hopkins in the building, architecture and owner of S.E.E.D Philanthropy. I've been drinking a little bit, so you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But anyway, let's get to some Habari News Weekly, man. Let's go.
Entertainment news.
Now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by...
Let's talk about some healthy snacks, man. So head over to the website, HabariEntertainment.com. Click on the Naked Nutrition banner in the top of the banner. Select your snacks from the variety. I think you get like 15% off your first purchase. And that'll help us out because they are a partner with the Habari Entertainment. So let's get it going, man. Let's talk about some Colorado governor. What happened?
Oh, never mind. Hell no. Stephanie said, watching from Dallas, Texas, home of the Cowboys. We them boys. Hell no, excuse me, but no.
I think her and who's it, Patrick?
Yeah, they definitely would be friends.
Hell no.
The Cowboys should feel bad this weekend because the Philadelphia draft was ridiculous. They just drafted the whole Georgia defense, which was the best defense in college, and they're gonna smop the Cowboys up. Sorry about that. But this weekend, the Philadelphia Eagles paid off. They doing their thing. Well, what's up, Stephanie?
Somebody said no, I don't think so, Cowgirl.
But we got let's talk about this Colorado governor. He signs a 4 gun control bills after their massacre up there in Colorado, man. Colorado has been seeing a lot of mass shootings, man, and I don't blame them trying to do something. You know what I mean? People get sick of they want to go have a good time and somebody come in shooting. Right. But the governor signed 4 gun control bills Friday, following the lead of other states struggling to confront a nationwide surge in violent crime and mass shootings. Despite a recent U.S. Supreme Court ruling that expanded Second Amendment rights, the Supreme Court has lost their mind. I don't know what's wrong with them. Let's get it. But before the ink was even dry on Governor Jared Polis' signature, gun right groups sued to reverse 2 of the measures. These people, man, they do not care how many people die, man. That's the thing that makes me sad. They're suing because we're trying to
them in their front door.
It's so annoying. Look, man, they're not taking your gun. They're trying to protect people who are getting murdered. I don't understand why people who they say I'm a gun, I'm pro-gun and I'm a citizen. I don't do it. If you don't break any laws, why do you have a problem with new laws being implemented?
Right.
I don't get it, bro. Why are they so against? If you are of the lawful, you say you're lawful. Everything you do, you're a lawful gun owner. So why when we put in new laws, you scared?
Right.
I don't get it.
And the new laws are supposed to be put into place to keep the bad people from having access to them.
The laws are aimed at quelling rising suicide and youth violence, preventing mass shootings, and opening avenues for gun violence victims to sue the long-protected firearm industry. You're not the firearm industry. Right. Why are you protecting these people? Like, I just don't get it, man. These people, if anybody else pay for their product, if my baby was to happen to trip over one of these little toys that we bought for them or put her in the boppy, if we was to sue that, could we get all type money?
Right.
But the gun people, they're the only people that can't be sued.
It's just like if you get into a car, if you buy what is it? One of them cars that just did a recall recently this week.
Right.
And because Ford.
Right. And if a
Because
recalled product,
fire risk.
let something happen to
Let
you.
you be driving your car and your car catch on fire. Who you finna sue?
You're a millionaire. You're a millionaire. And we got kids getting shot every day.
But we
St.
can't
Louis,
sue the
but we can't
gun
sue them.
manufacturers.
And they like, no. Why are we protecting these? Your product needs to be safer. You need to make your product safer, or you need to teach the people that's buying your product how to be safer with your product.
Right.
Any other product in this world has to be more responsible. Car manufacturers, every year they have to come up with new technology to keep you safer in their car.
Keep you safe from alcohol.
Why do these people not have to do it? They should be having to put in fingerprints to keep people from firing off guns, but they're fighting against that. They don't want that.
Yep.
Guns should be bought with safes, gun safes, to make sure that you have to keep your shit in the safe.
The lockbox should automatically come with it.
But they don't want to do none of these things. Right. They don't want to do anything.
Buy a gun when you're 18, but can't smoke weed until you're
21. Right. Exactly. What the hell does weed do to somebody? How many mass suicide has weeds caused?
No, you don't. You remember what I hate to bring him up, but you remember what Cat Williams said? You ain't never heard of nobody overdosing on weed.
Nah, man. Nah, but it's weed.
It makes you happy, hungry.
It's a lot of different things with when it comes to marijuana, that why they fight against it. It's a lot of different reasons why they fight against it.
The only time people can get, you know what I'm saying, if somebody laces it, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm 9 times out of 10 people getting it from a dispensary.
Yeah, man. So let's go to the next story here, man. I got a couple of gun stories this morning because I just looked at it and it just seems like this is all that we're seeing nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So my next one is in what's up with it, Twitch? We got somebody in Knoxville. Teacher was grazed when a gun was discharged in the classroom.
Oh, I heard about this.
You know, and it's in Knoxville, Tennessee. The teacher was grazed with a gun discharged at a high school classroom Friday, but no other injuries were reported. It appears the gun was in a student's backpack when it discharged in the classroom at West High School, and the teacher was grazed either by the bullet or one of the fragments. This is according to Knoxville police, and it was in a tweet. The student is in custody and the gun is accounted for, police said. More information wasn't immediately released. West High was placed on lockdown before students were dismissed for the day.
Real quick, so sorry.
No, that's all good, man.
I forgot to tell you about this story earlier, and we got to talk about it. Can we just have a moment of silence for Uncle Jerry Springer?
Yeah, man. That's
hit the community hard with that one.
Yeah, I saw some other people. Jerry Springer. You know what I mean? A lot of people were talking about him and what's the other dude who just passed away? The brother who used to tell sisters about themselves and men.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah. That how the deaths were taken differently, and that more people. But like, do you know how many people knew who Jerry Springer was, dog?
Right.
More people knew who Jerry Springer was than Kevin Samuels. Unfortunately, because I barely knew who Kevin Samuels was because I wasn't really into that. But Jerry Springer was so huge. He was big, man. His show was around for 25 something years. Yeah. Dude was huge.
Like I used to come home from school and
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's Jerry Springer.
You didn't even need cable to watch it.
Right. It was a huge show, man. And a lot of people grew up watching it. So I saw a lot of people online like, I see all these black people. They love to do the meme of Samuel L. Jackson when he's holding the dead Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right.
They love to do that.
From Django.
Right. Anytime. Why can't we just be like, dude, we grew up watching the dude. They like, look at these. Well, I swear, dude, you can't have no fun. You can't do nothing no more without somebody hating, bro. I swear.
Right.
But anyway, let's talk about the federal prisons want inmates to pay victims. Now, we all know when you do a crime, you usually get fines and things like that. But the federal prisons now, they're trying to pass a bill where prisoners would have to make their payments toward victims before they can make phone calls or before they can buy shoes, before they can get snacks. They're trying to take away their commissary and have the money go straight to the victims. So let's say like you have a friend that's in prison and you send them $100. They're proposing taking your $100 and giving it to somebody else. even though you sent him money to make sure that he had something to eat and had a pair of shoes to wear. They're talking about taking your money and putting it towards something else. This is insane. I've never heard of such a craziness before in my life.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me where my money gets to go?
Yeah.
This dude is in jail. He can't make any money. So you can't make this dude pay fines until he's able to make money.
Yeah.
And he can't make money while he's in prison, obviously. So you taking my hard-earned money and giving it to the victims is bull. I'm trying to take care of him. It doesn't matter what he did. He still has to eat. He's wrong. He made a mistake. He's paying it for it by being in jail. That don't mean he can't have a snack.
Right.
He can't.
Right.
He can't have a commissary.
And said it's a miracle that no one was injured. Too many kids have access to a firearm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was on that one. That was crazy. You're right.
And I think for the prisons, I mean, they're already too inhumane as is.
Right.
So adding more, restrictions and things to take away, it's just a slippery slope until they're in there. I don't even know. Like, it's just like it's bad overall, and it's always been bad. Like the 13th Amendment and in high school I did a lot of research on the prison system and prison reform and private prisons,
right.
and it's all corrupt and it's all
It
messy and it's just
a
not
mess.
fair.
It's a mess. And talking to my brother, he talking about he on 21 and 3. That means 21 hours of the day he got to sit in this fucking cell.
Dang.
3 hours he's out for the day. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
They got these cats on 24-hour lockdown in these rooms. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for my brother. I know he has to pay the price for what he did, but still, this is the way these jails are in the country as rich as America is insane, and we can't figure out anything but just keep putting everybody in jail. We have most people locked up in the world. Us, something we're not doing right.
Right.
So yeah, man, the Bureau of Prisons is considering this rule change after a Washington Post investigation raised concerns about a high-profile people like sex offenders and former rap artist R. Kelly. Because they were getting
Chicago to North Carolina.
No, they were getting large sums of money in the prison accounts rather than paying restitution to their victims. Now, if you have large sums of money like R. Kelly, now I understand. Right. That they, you know what I'm saying, he could be paying a percentage of the money. But this is America, bro. You can't make people do anything. What they gonna do? You gonna take? You can't. What can you do? He's already in jail. What can you do? You gonna take the man food now? What can you really do? They gonna take his money? That's messed up, man. You can't really do that, man. That sounds communistic to me. I don't know, man. But
let's be realistic. If people like R. Kelly who are in jail and, their monthly commissary is sitting at $50,000, what you need $50,000 on commissary for?
Right, I understand that.
A portion of that could be going towards the victims that you hurt.
Right.
Or the reason why your fines and things like that, your restitution to the state. That's understandable.
Right.
But on a real basis, like if it's somebody like this, me and you in there, and we only gonna have whatever our family or friends put on our books for us, then why are you gonna take that out of my account to
it's just hard though, because
fines?
how you gonna take these people money? Because this could be money people sending you to say, hey, this money I want you to have. You really can't say, hey, I'm gonna take this money from this person when somebody wanted you to have it. I'm gonna take it from you and give it to allocate it to somebody else.
Then it needs to go in a specific account. It shouldn't be
allowed to go. But
that's
the only place that you can really give these people money, if I'm not mistaken, for they can have access to it. You know what I'm saying? So when he gets out of jail, he can cash that out and he can have a couple dollars in his pocket to be able to sustain himself for a little while.
Right.
I don't understand. It's Senator Charles E. Grassley of Iowa that says he wants to do this because we got inmates such as Boston Bomber and Larry Nassar. They have thousands of dollars to spend on cigarettes and candy in their commissary. That's their business. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, man.
But given the inflation and things like that.
I know, I feel sorry for the victims. I understand.
Right.
But can they just take their money?
No, I
This
don't
is a
think
slip.
so.
This is a
But
slippery
that's what I was
slope.
just about to say though. Like, given with the inflation that we on the outside of the prison system that we experience and that we see every day at the grocery store for things,
Right?
How can we not assume that prices of the prison food and
Yeah, you
the
already know
stuff
it
that's on
is.
commissary has risen also?
Definitely. That's definitely it has.
So
you know that.
I could understand them having
I
money in
get
there.
both. I get both
Right,
sides.
I get both
Yeah,
sides,
yeah.
but
Because you want the victim to get paid,
and you want the person that's in jail to be
and
able
you right
to be able
exactly.
to eat.
But
So
it's just slippery because you're gonna start forcing people. But they force people to make child support payments.
and if you don't make your child
You
support
go
payments,
to jail.
they put out a
But you
warrant
already in
for
jail.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the hard part. It's like, what are you gonna do? Get this person more time for not paying their fines?
Yeah.
That's what happens though. Sometimes you don't pay your fines, they will give you
But
more
see,
probation
that's
and
the
more.
thing though. Like, I think that people who have these fines and restitutions and things like that they need to pay their victims,
Right.
those payments should start once the person
Leave jail.
leaves jail,
Yeah.
Right.
and they have established work.
But what if you're life in prison and then they give you $1 million in fines? Like, I really don't understand why they even do this shit.
Right.
If you're never going to leave the prison,
if you're going to give a person life in prison, they shouldn't be made to pay fines or
but they
restitution.
do
for
that
anything.
though all the time, right?
Somebody said, "What do you think? What do you think to guns being deployed to every student as self-defense?"
That is the dumbest shit I've heard in my life. That's what I think.
David said, "FTR, an 18-year-old cannot legally purchase a handgun. 21 is the federal limit."
Yeah.
some
Yeah, you're
states.
right. They can buy AR-15 at 18, but you can't buy a handgun until you're 21.
Right.
Yeah. Stupid laws that we have.
Right. Stupid.
Stupid. That's stupid. That is stupid.
I can go buy an automatic rifle,
Right.
but I can't buy a
A
9mm
handgun
pistol.
because you can conceal it. But which one is more dangerous?
Yeah.
Out of a 9mm, I'm only gonna get like
Well,
16 shots.
Like
8
they say
shots.
though, most of the crimes happen with handguns though. You know what I mean? Because that's to me, it happens with handguns the most because they're the most accessible. You can get them easier.
Yep.
That's why more crimes happen with handguns. To me.
He said, the dude who said about the every gun, he said, exactly, it is dumb. Therefore, that's why guns should be allowed, full stop. Just ban them. Look at Europe.
Yeah, I don't know. We have some countries in Europe like Switzerland. They
they have the buzz in to
they
have the
do really
police
well. They
release.
have really high gun ownership rates, and they still do well as a country. I think the reasons why they do well is the mentality of their gun ownership.
Right.
They don't believe in don't worry about the dog, beware the owner. When I got my pistol, when they're not taking guns online and posting pictures with guns. We think we're Rambo. They're just trying to do target practice.
Right.
And they just want to go do
And
shooting and competitions and shootings and target practice. That's all they really care about. We're trying to kill animals. We're trying to kill each other. We're trying to look tough. We're talking about any means. Government gonna take my gun. Like, our mentality of why we have guns is the reason why we have issues. Because we think it makes us look tough. We think we're gonna, I'm gonna kill everybody. They're just trying to go and shoot some
beer cans.
Right. And they only have their guns at where they shoot at the shooting range. Yeah. That's the only place they keep them. And they keep them in lockers at the shooting range. They go there, unlock them, and get them for the shooting range.
And that's
it. They don't think about it as, I need to kill somebody. But that's how Americans are. We are just we're believe it or not, it's fear. We're scared of we're scared of our neighbor. We're scared of the dude across the street. We're just scared of each other. We're scared of the government. We're just scared. He said, what now?
He said, I think self-defense within your home is achieved with a taser, knife, or a baseball bat. No need to go full Rambo on the intruder.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true, man.
Stephanie said, but if they live by the gun, they can die by the gun.
Hey, what are the statistics? Usually the gun that you own will be the gun that kills you. Statistically, the gun that you own will be the gun that kills you. Statistically, that's how it goes. Believe it or not, it won't be someone else's. It'll be yours. That's crazy, but that's the way it is.
Didn't we just watch this a little while ago on was it Family Matters?
What?
Where Archie dude, Family Matters, where dude they got
talking about
robbed.
Urkel. Steve, that Family Matters is Steve Urkel.
All in the family?
All in the family.
Yeah.
Old school.
All in the family where
he got robbed and they stole his gun.
Stole his gun. It was
Right. about to kill him with his gun.
Own gun.
That's how it usually goes.
Yep.
They break in the house and then you sleep. They get your gun, and then that's how it goes down.
Or they break in your house and you come home and they got your gun.
That's how it usually goes. It's usually you arm this person. And now that's why so many people are getting guns, because everybody has one now.
Yep.
So now kids are getting their hands on them so easily because everyone has one.
Yeah.
Everyone. There's so many guns in circulation. Like I said, when I was young, you could get one so easily. Now with 18 people being able to purchase, everyone have them.
I definitely remember as a kid a lot of guns around and them being easily accessible, and
especially in the rural area in Virginia.
I could just go, in the bedroom closet and pick one up, or I can go out to the storage shed and grab one. Or
guns is everywhere.
He's saying some like serious stuff, but I can't read some of these words, so I'm gonna try my best. All right,
you can put it over there.
Yeah, cause.
Oh, I can't even see it. Put it on full. Put it on full screen. I can see it. Oh. What demographic is likely to be the school shooter? Children or just adults in general who just want to kill? I feel as if it's important to profile the mental health issues. Maybe people. Yeah, I don't know, man. School shooting demographics and demographics who do the shootings in the hood. Those are two different things. You know what I mean? We got to look at both of them. They're both a problem. Like school shooters might be white people, but the person who's doing the jacking and doing the robbing is the little black dude. Right. So it doesn't. To me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Somebody said my shock stick is enough to tank a cow. Ain't nobody needing a gun with one of those.
Right, but hey, for real. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It's just that it's too many guns and too much easy access. I wish we would do some mental evaluations before we give just more tougher, stricter background checks would do a lot. More restrictions on the background checks would do a whole lot. But a lot of people are fighting against that. So now my last story, I got this Montana story. We've been talking about this. People have been talking about this. This is a big deal now. But Montana is one of the latest states to ban gender-affirming care for trans minors. It's look, man. I don't understand trans people. It's not for me to understand them. They're here. What are we gonna do? We want to throw them away? Want to ball them up and throw them away? What are we gonna do? This is ignorance.
Put them on an island by themselves.
They're here, man.
Right.
We have to make sure they can get care, man. A lot of people are like, it's because they're young, minors.
It doesn't matter.
Look, man.
They still need health care.
We talk about it all the time. There are plenty of women that are born
hermaphrodites
with a lot of testosterone.
Right.
And they have to have surgery to remove the testosterone. And so they're not going to get help. People are born hermaphrodites, man. People are born with both genders, and they have to figure out which side they're going to pick and which way they're going to go. How are we just going to throw these people away? Now, I understand what they're saying with people who making decisions to change their gender at a young age. I understand that. That's kind of weird. You don't want to change your gender at 10 when you don't even really know yourself yet. Right. I get that. I probably don't agree with that either. Wait till you're 8. The full transition surgery, right?
Right.
But if you need to have hormones or certain things to help you to balance what's going on with you, I don't see what's the problem with that, bro.
Because some women, like you said, they are born with high testosterone. Some women are born with high estrogen. It just depends on basically your
genetic
genes,
makeup.
Your genetic makeup.
Right. So it happens. We have people born with both, and they have to make that decision how they feel on which way they want to go, believe it or not. So, man, we can't be mad at science. We can be mad at some of the things and saying that we think that people are making decisions too early. That's okay, but it's still their lives. And us saying that we're not going to take care of minors is the craziest thing I've ever heard of in my life. We're not going to take care of kids because we don't like the decisions they've made.
Right.
That's crazy. We don't have to agree with the decision that they made, man, but we still got to care for them.
Boy, I already got stopped taking care of a long time ago. Then.
Right. I mean, it's insane, man. So this Zephyr decried the bill signing, saying it's it's
Twitch going crazy today. Somebody said, not to sound controversial, but this trans woman is a joke. Somebody else said they're here and some queer.
Hey, man. I mean, you can say they're a joke, but
said
they're still here. You don't have to agree with it.
I think he's just talking about this one specific person.
I guess, man. I just like I said.
They said she wanted to allow kids to change gender. What do you think? What do you think to a trans woman breaking all female powerlifting records? A bearded guy come along as a woman, broke all the records.
Now look. Now, when it comes to this, you know, we talk about the Olympics, and the where I learned about this was from the Olympics, and it was some girls from Africa who had high testosterone levels. And they were removed. They were born with high testosterone levels. They didn't have the surgery to remove the testosterone until later in life. Mm-hmm. So they still have a lot of parts of man test. They got more muscle than most girls. They look like
more masculine features.
Right, exactly. But they were still females.
Right.
The Olympics kicked them out.
Somebody said, should we not just do what we do with everything else and start creating sport teams specific to that need? Trans man, trans woman. We did the same thing with the Paralympics because it wasn't fair. So we don't see how it's hard.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, because I don't believe that you can. I agree with the Olympics. If you have high testosterone levels and you're a woman, you can't compete with regular women who don't have high testosterone levels. It's not fair.
Right.
It's not fair. It's just not fair. Every woman don't have these same levels of testosterone. I don't think it's fair. You need to have your own leagues, trans leagues. That's fine. I don't think it's fair when it comes to the competitive nature. I just don't. I just don't think that's
sports
fair.
In general should be more open-minded to branching out and starting
different leagues and different things, right?
To cater towards society's needs and how we are as a society going forward.
And we can't stop these people from wanting to play in sports.
Right.
But we just have to figure out a way that makes it fair for everybody. Right.
We just have to make a way to be more inclusive.
Right.
With the members of our community. And that's all it is. And the better that we can do that, mm-hmm. the better it'll be for everybody to be able to
we all have to say
they can participate in specific sports because they are, not part of a large community, but mm-hmm. they're a large enough community to have their own sport.
Right.
That
we have to do something to make it more inclusive, regardless.
To be more inclusive.
We can't just throw diverse, these people away. And we had a mass shooting. They went crazy over that because a trans person was supposedly did this mass shooting.
Right. The Nashville.
So, do we want to push more people towards that?
Right.
Because we're trying to push these people to the edge of society and push them out.
Right.
I mean, let's not do that.
You guys want to go to another break?
Yeah, let's go to another break, and then we're gonna do sports, and we're gonna get up out of here after the game. Let's do it. story to go. Let's run that real fast. What you got, babe?
All right, this week I got the Phoenix housing market. After years of leading the nation in home price growth, the Phoenix Metro is now dipping into the red. According to the latest S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller indices released on April 25th, it's the first time that this has happened since the Great Recession.
Oh, 08, huh?
And this new housing market reality is affecting both sellers and buyers.
Well, we know it's going to be a market correction one of these days, because during COVID, it just went insane. The prices lost their mind. That's why we're still having issues with how much rent is, because during COVID, the houses skyrocketed. So then rent skyrocketed, but then pushed out people to the streets.
Yep.
So that's why we got so many homeless running around here.
Exactly. Economy expert Luis Cordova with Rounds Consulting Group said that given the Phoenix Metro has seen a 2.1% slide in year-over-year home price growth, it has now joined 7 other metros across this country in the same boat, including Denver, Vegas, Los Angeles, Portland, San Diego, San Francisco, and Seattle.
Yeah, it looked like it's coming, man.
And Cordova says the reason why prices are coming down is because of the federal interest rate hikes.
That had to help. They've done like two hikes also.
Yep. He said that these hikes are affecting mortgage rates and what people can afford to pay.
But they had to, because the way things were going. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
you know
it is.
So it's tough.
And he says that this is the main reason why home prices are going down, because homes are staying on the market longer. So sellers are lowering their prices just to get buyers to buy.
That's good. Because like I said, man, it's too many empty homes out here right now. And because people can't afford the homes, they're just sitting there.
Yep.
So they want too much money is what the situation, the problem is.
The house is overpriced.
It's way overpriced. Everybody's house can't be $500,000, man. What is going on? Like, everything is west to east. You can't get a house without paying $500,000, $400,000. What the hell? That's crazy. So yeah, that's ridiculous. Hopefully something happens here to push these prices down, man, because it's insane. Let's go to sports, bro.
Habari Sports.
Have been jumping off, man. Memphis let me down. Man, I was hoping LeBron then went home, man, but Memphis, man, they just showed their immaturity. And LeBron didn't do nothing, man. If you want to know the truth,
out there tied.
it was these whack people that beat them, Reeves and Russell and Hope. Really and truly, Anthony Davis, man, he just was shutting these boys down, man. He was blocking everything that came through the paint. Anybody who came in the paint was just getting some brow.
He was dropping 30s and 20
for real,
rebounds.
man.
He was on one.
Yeah, man. He's playing well, and he hasn't played well since the bubble, and that was the last time they won. So if they got a chance if he's playing well.
You know what LeBron be saying, right?
What he be saying, man?
And everything was about like still what everybody else thought, and then I just literally just like.
Whatever.
I'm him.
Hey, but that's cool though, man. I mean, the Lakers, they're moving to the second round. We don't know if it's going to be the Kings or Golden State. Golden State looked like trash the other day. I do not know what happened. I thought it was going to be over. I was wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I hope they can go ahead and get it done. But these boys have been looking trash on the road all year. And they might be going home.
Who?
Golden State, man. But if it's Lakers Kings, man, the Lakers, I see a sweep, man. Because boy, just no way in the world they couldn't guard Ja Morant.
They had a hard time to guard him.
And this Fox is ain't no joke right now, man.
I mean, they
Your
switched
boy.
off though. They
a
switched.
sweep for the King.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
okay.
The Kings they're gonna be too quick. You got Monk, you got Fox, man,
Sabonis.
dog, Sabonis. Then you got the Murray. Man, them boys a problem, man.
Nah.
And then you got Sabonis versus Anthony Davis. Look, dude was able to slow him down from Memphis.
A whole lot.
He was able to keep him from scoring a whole lot of points. So the only thing I'm saying is if he can just slow him down, and Barnes, he's decent on defense. He can guard LeBron. I just think that if they able to get past Golden State, because I think Golden State would beat the Lakers. If you can see, I'm just gonna be against the Lakers regardless. But anyway, yeah, but I think Golden State would beat them, and I think the Kings will sweep them boys. What you think, Jim? You got the Lakers to go to the championship?
You know he.
I got Lakers in 6. Lakers in 6.
Ooh.
Hey,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm watching this, and Steve Urkel, you low-key a hooper.
Yeah, dude can play a little bit. Back in the day, at least.
I'm
We
just
got
talking
the
about, like,
Philly
even
and
in
the
show.
Celtics in the East. We got Knicks and the Heat in the East. I'm gonna take man, it's hard to go against Jimmy Butler right now, bro. After what he did. But I'm gonna take the Knicks, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Knicks. And I'm gonna take the Celtics. I think that Philly just can't stop the Brown and Tatum. They just don't. Are we gonna expect James Harden to play some defense? Absolutely not. So yeah, man. So I think them boys will definitely. We'll see Celtics in the championship because nobody's gonna beat them in the East. And the West is still kind of open, man. I'm not really sure, man. I would like to see Phoenix go, but I'm not sure
Phoenix
what we're gonna
just
do.
play the way that they played in 21. They should.
Yeah.
They.
But we lost in 21.
But
so.
we went to the championship.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose again. So I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying play that way and lose. I'm saying play that way and then some.
Yeah.
If the defense that we played in 21.
Yeah, we played good.
The offense we played in 21.
Right.
It was
and we
good.
was able to beat Denver then too. So we
right.
can,
So
we can.
that would be able to put us into that.
Hell no.
To keep us going all the way.
I know, man. I know one thing though. If the Lakers was to get out of there, they don't have a chance against the Suns for real. Like for real. But anyway, let's go to Comic Book Corner.
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by
Crash and Burn.
Yeah, me too. I think I got Suns in 6 versus Denver. But on this, we got Teen Titans, the last episode.
Wiggity whack.
Man. I just don't understand.
They should have ended it at episode 9.
Yeah, they just should have just ended the show, man. Shit was trash. I don't know, man. I like Teen Titans. It's okay, man. But it's just the direction is so weird, man. Hopefully it gets better. This is the last season. So, whatever. We also watched Flash this weekend. WB Flash.
Was horrible.
You know what? It was one of the better episodes than
slow.
Flash. It was one of the better episodes Flash had in a long time, man.
Yeah, I guess.
They brought in Emil, the Green Arrow.
The Green Arrow. You got
brought
John
Kid
Diggle,
Flash back.
Flash.
So that made it a little better than most of the episodes that I've watched in a long time.
Yeah.
It gave the same feeling as we did with the Gar episode before in Teen Titans. You know what I mean? So it looks like they're trying to, and they are talking about they brought the multiverse back.
I think,
and then they're going to try to tie it into the movies is what it's looking like they're going to do.
But
the Flash movie anyway.
I just wish that this previous Flash episode would have given me a little bit more of the conflict, the fight portion that they gave.
Yeah.
Because, dude, he could just, come on now.
Right.
He's a parasite, putting his parasites into the universe.
Y'all couldn't have
thought about a different villain.
What are you talking about?
In the fight scene that they did in the Flash episode.
Which Flash? I'm confused. The WB Flash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Flash episode we just watched the other day.
Right.
I think that fight scene could have been way better than it was.
You talking about the dude that bring the darkness stuff?
Right. They could have did a different villain.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah.
Why couldn't we get
I don't
Eobard
even try to overthink about it like that. They show sucks, so I don't even care to think about it that
that's
much.
what I'm saying,
I
though,
can't believe you thinking
no,
about it that much. Who cares?
Having Green Arrow, having John Diggle, having Kid Flash, all of them were good aspects of that episode. But the villain portion of the episode sucked ass.
I guess.
Do you want to hear?
I'm just happy. I will be happy when the shit is over. That's where I'm at.
You want to hear? So somebody got early access to watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And they put their reaction.
Mhm.
And basically what they're saying is it is like an ending of.
Yeah. You know, this is
the final Guardians of the Galaxy volume.
You could tell some people going to go down.
They said he said something about pretty much, but what's his name?
I don't know,
Talk about
bro.
the dude who made Groot. I mean Rocket.
The scientist that made Rocket.
Yeah, they said like the dude who acted as him,
the high evolutionary.
Good. Yeah, because you really, really hate him in the movie.
Okay, so you saying he did a good job?
That's what I'm saying.
Cool. Yeah, I've seen him. He came in at a couple of the things that they put together, and he was doing some talking. He looked like he was all into it. You know what I'm saying? So I already thought that he was going to do well as the high evolutionary.
They said a lot, like hella people cried in the movie.
No.
So that means a lot of them die.
So that means, yeah, supposedly it's gonna happen. But what other trailer came? Well, we heard some about Kraven the Hunter came out this week. I'm not excited about anything I heard. They're talking about he's gonna be an animal lover. They're gonna make the movie
he's
rated R.
A conservationist or something.
Yeah, he's
like
a conservationist. I just don't like it.
They're making a new.
It's whack.
They're making a new Kung Fu Panda 4.
Sony, give it up. Just sell the shit back to fucking Marvel. I'm tired of y'all, man. Y'all suck. Morbius sucked. Just say, hey, look, this the plan. You know what I mean? Keep the animation. Keep the video games for the PlayStation. And Sony, y'all doing a good job. I want to see Spider-Man 2. That's probably going to be fun. You played the first one?
I have an Xbox.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, man, the PlayStation Spider-Man and the second one, they had some updates about that this week. It looked like it's gonna be good. They got Venom supposed to be in it, so it should be good. That Spider-Man game was decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I still like video games. I'll probably die with playing video games. Just because I just like it.
There's
but anyway.
a lot of, like I'm replaying that Batman game again.
Nah, you crazy. Fuck that shit.
This is like my 7th time.
Like goddamn riddles, man.
I ain't doing that. I'm just talking about
I hate them riddles, man.
Hell no, I ain't doing
That's the only reason I don't like the game. It's like 17,000 of them things. But anyway, all right, let's do the game real fast. We can end it out.
Got my hot mess story.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Again.
Let's do the hot mess. We almost done, bro.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Iesha Rowan. Sponsored by...
Like he's young.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka show.
Yeah.
With Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, I'm not excited. Not excited at all, bro.
Me either. But this week's hot mess is Beyonce.
What? Not Beyonce. Not Big Money. Not Bay.
Not Big Money B.
Bayhive. Y'all live
on?
for it. Bayhive has petitioned the IRS.
What?
After the government claims that she owes nearly $2.7 million in taxes.
So the group, her fans are going after the IRS for messing with her.
No, Beyonce is.
Oh,
I'm just saying that Bayhive fans are
okay.
They're in for it to follow along.
Okay,
but Beyonce has petitioned the government or the IRS because they're saying that she owes nearly $2.7 million.
And she says she don't own
taxes.
This? How can you petition the government for taxes? I've never heard of this.
Me either. This is why I found out that it was a hot mess this week, because Beyonce says that she's disputing the hefty tax bill that adds up to nearly 2.7. This is all according to documents obtained by U.S. Weekly. According to the court documents from Friday, February 28th, the Formation singer filed a petition earlier this month to challenge the IRS's claims that she owes $2.68 million in taxes from 2018 and 2019. One of the itemized numbers on the bill is $868,766.
Yeah.
Beyonce says that this dollar amount represents money she donated to charity.
Hey, well, that's up to her lawyers and them. How is she a help miss for this is what I want to try to figure out.
Because instead of disputing it, why don't you
just pay the money? She's worth billions.
You're worth
$650
million. So what's $2.7 million?
What's $855,000 to her?
Right. Just pay the tax bill. You and Jay-Z get out of paying taxes. And Jay-Z hasn't said it himself.
Now
He's not paying taxes unless he knows for sure it's going to help education students and go back into the underserved communities.
Right.
So that there just lets me know that neither one of them pay taxes like they supposed to.
Well, a lot of people don't want to pay taxes, man. And why they give money to charity is for they can get out of paying all that tax. They get tax incentives for doing charity, putting money into charities.
Then come up with your receipts to show that you paid this money to charity.
Well, that's what she probably gonna do. They'll be going to court. If she petitioned them, then she must have some type of proof. Her lawyers must have it. So we'll see what happens on that. Let's keep us updated on that story. We definitely want to know. Let's go into the game, bro. Let's see what's going on. You ready?
Let's get ready to play trivia for Loot. Sponsored by
Go ahead, throw it up there.
He ain't pulled it over. He is
I thought you were going to just explain the game. Oh my gosh.
All right. 10 questions. You get 7 out of 10 correct. And what we got for him this week, babe?
We got, I don't know, man. We still got the dish rack if you want. But he don't look like he the type that wash dishes. So you know what I mean?
He look like he just throwing them in the dishwasher.
Yeah, he just go get some fast food or something, you know. So I don't know.
All right. Question 1 is, what is the name of the stock market bubble that occurred in the late 1990s, fueled by investment in internet-based companies? Is it A, Hubble Bubble, B, the dot-com bubble, or C, net bubble?
I'm gonna go with C, net bubble.
It is definitely the dot-com bubble.
It is the dot-com bubble.
I was old enough to be there, so
that was
I threw that trick in there for you because the net was supposed to be for the internet.
Right. Yeah, that's what you
That's why I fell for it. So it worked. It worked.
All right. The next question. This voice actor recorded the famous "You've Got Mail" announcement.
What?
Is it A, Elwood Edwards,
Who the fuck is that?
B, Morgan Freeman, or C, Jaleel White?
Is Jaleel White? Is she a female? Is she?
That's Steve Urkel.
Yeah, that's Steve Urkel.
That's Steve. Oh,
yeah.
So it's A. Is it A?
It is A.
Okay. Too.
It is A.
Okay.
Elwood Edwards.
Because that doesn't make sense. You know it ain't Morgan Freeman. You got mail.
You got mail.
And it was a brother too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know it was him. I just guessed.
Next question is, what athletic and fitness apparel company began in the late 1990s by launching their heat gear and cold gear products? A, Fabletics.
I know it too.
B, Under Armour, or C, Nike?
I think I know what it is.
I'm gonna go with B.
Yes.
Oh.
It is B.
Oh. My heart
I hit the wrong button.
Hit that dish rack.
All right. Founded in 1996 by Nelson Gonzalez and Alex Aguilo.
I know what it is.
I'm for sure I messed up that pronunciation. A subsidiary of Dell Computers, known for making gaming machines, is blank where? You must fill in the blank. Is it A, malware, B, nowhere, or C, alienware?
Alienware.
Definitely
All
Alienware.
the Alienware computer noise going on.
Definitely. Expensive stuff, man.
Very
Their
nice.
cases are expensive. Everything's
Mhm.
expensive for Alienware.
What popular band of young men released the hit music video As Long As You Love Me in 1997? A, NSYNC, B, the Backstreet Boys,
Oh,
or
man.
C, Foo Fighters?
That's hard.
I'm gonna go with.
I don't even know this song.
Let me go with
As
A.
long as you love. I don't know. I don't know this song. You going with NSYNC?
I'm going with NSYNC.
And
There
it
we
is
go.
NSYNC. Yeah, that's probably why I
NSYNC
don't
is
know.
correct.
Was that was Nick Lachey and them, right? NSYNC. Yeah, there you go.
That was yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That's Justin Timberlake. Isn't it?
No,
Okay.
Justin Timberlake was the other group.
That wasn't sync.
No, he wasn't in sync. He was the
Backstreet
No, he
Boys.
wasn't.
That
I'm
wasn't
getting
sync.
it. I'm getting it mixed up.
Nah,
You're right. He's right.
He's in sync.
He's in sync. Backstreet Boys
Boys
was
was,
Nick
this
Lachey.
is Nick
now.
Lachey.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go.
All right, next question. Mo from the Three Stooges had one. It regained popularity in the U.S. for straight hair textures in the late 1980s and early 90s.
And Mexican gangsters got him right now too.
Is it A, the mushroom cut, B, the tulip cut, or C, the bowl cut?
It's definitely C, the bowl cut.
Yep, definitely.
Actually,
What?
it is A or C.
You can call
Because
them
the
both.
mushroom cut is called the bowl cut.
Wow. Yeah, it does look
So
like
you
a
could have said
mushroom.
A or C and still would have gotten it right.
There you go. But yeah, man, the Mexicans, I don't know why they be wearing their haircut, bro. They definitely need to stop.
They call eggers.
They need to stop it. You got the mo on.
All right. True or false? The tagline for the UFC was "There are no rules."
I'm gonna go with false.
Yeah, I never heard that.
It is true.
Oh,
Wow.
but they do.
It must have been in the
rules.
beginning.
It was in the 90s.
Yeah, because in the 90s, it really wasn't any rules.
Oh, I know this one.
All right.
I know this one.
Banksy is an artist known for working in which medium?
Banksy.
Is it A, murals, B, graffiti, or C, painting?
I know it.
B, graffiti.
B, graffiti.
There you go. That dude is known, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could buy his prints, man. They cost a lot of money, and it's just some shit he put on the
He
wall.
had self-destruct painting.
Right. Dude is raw, man.
How many oceans are there on Earth? A, 5, B, 4, or C, 7?
I'm gonna go with C, 7.
I don't even know. I was
think
sitting there
it's
thinking.
5. Because it's Atlantic, Pacific,
Indian.
Indian.
And what's
Antarctic.
Antarctic?
Right.
And what's the?
But it's the 7 Seas.
Oh yeah, she's right. It is the 7 Seas.
Well, no, I
Ocean. She said
Yeah, it's
oceans.
ocean. So then what are the
Oh.
7 Seas? Then?
I don't even know
Seas?
that.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, man.
I got it wrong. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Last and final question is a true or false.
Wait, can I phone a friend? I can call.
Chlorophyll is green.
I'm call Elijah for this.
What's chlorophyll?
It's in plants.
It's not chloroform. Oh, that's the stuff to put you. Chlorophyll. Oh, it's the. I don't know what the hell that is, bro.
I'm gonna go with true.
It is true.
Oh man.
Still lost.
Yeah, I still lost.
It's pretty hard.
It was some of those I wasn't even
That's what
born
she
for.
said.
The
But you
ocean
actually
is
got
a
most
sea,
of them
man. Y'all
right.
tripping. There's 5 oceans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's 5
7
oceans.
continents and 5 oceans. Dang.
Where did the 7 Seas say?
Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, Arctic, and Southern Queen.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I ain't never heard of that. That's one I ain't never heard of. I heard of the other ones, but I don't know the last one. Southern Queen. What the hell is that? The Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean is the world's 4th largest body of water. It encircles Antarctica and is actively divided among the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. Wow. Hey. You learn something new every day. Every single day, man. Mm-hmm. Now, thanks for coming through, bro. I really appreciate it. Chopping it up with us, man. You are a really intelligent dude. I really appreciate you. And I really want to see good things from you. We'll be keeping an eye on you, man. And anything going, bro, make sure to hit us up.
Yes, sir.
We'll have you bring you on anytime, man. We really love what you're doing, man. And we wish nothing but good luck to S.E.E.D's and your architecture future. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we'll start seeing your architecture buildings all across the city, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that'll be dope, man. Really dope. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Thanks for everybody for coming through. Right on, Jimmi. Right on, Iesha. Thanks for everybody for watching. Peace.
Holla, holla.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.